Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stardew How To, and today we're going to do how to raise chickens. And that's a pretty big part of the game, starting to get into animal farming, and I think chickens is probably the best place to start if you want to do animals. And let's be honest, if you're going to play the whole game, you're going to need to do the animals, including chickens and cows and everything else. But yeah, we're going to start with chickens. So the first thing you need to do is find yourself somewhere to put a chicken coop. And I just so happen to have this lovely space here. You want a nice bit of open space, preferably with some grass. If you haven't got any open space with a decent amount of grass, the grass does grow on its own, especially if you've just got a little bit. Or you can go and visit Pierre and buy some grass to get things going. You buy some grass starters and just sort of plop them around in places, and hopefully it will pick up and grow. Obviously this is a little bit extreme. This is the ideal, so this is what we really want. So yeah, the first thing we need to do is get that coop, and we can't we can't do that ourselves. We need someone to build us a coop, and that is going to be the lovely Robin. So let's go visit Robin. Now, just to remind you, Robin is the carpenter. She lives this way in the mountains, and she's got a little shop with her family. Robin's shop is open almost every day, not Tuesdays. She's 9 to 5, apart from Fridays, in which she closes at 4. But let's just go see Robin now and find out what we need to get a coop. We can see all sorts of things, but most importantly, we want to construct farm buildings. You can also buy materials here. And the first one that's going to come up is a coop. It houses 4 coop dwelling animals, and in this case it's chickens. That's all we're going to get for now. It's going to cost us 4,000 gold coins, and we need to provide her with 300 wood and 100 stone. Let's grab that and get ourselves a coop. Right, we've got our wood and we've got our stone. Let's talk to Robin again and get this coop. So we come down here and we click the build button. There are other things along here that we will explore another time. Great, interesting things. And you can flick through the rest of the available buildings in here. Maybe we'll go through that another time as well. But for now, we just want a coop. So let's click build. And here we are. If you're playing in multiplayer, time is still ticking, so don't take too long to end this. If you're playing single player, time's paused, you're good. You can take as long as you want. You can move around, farm, you can move to the edge if that's how you'd normally do it. You can use your walking keys as well on PC. Now I want to put our coop here. If we come over here, you can see how big it is. It is 3 by 6 tiles. It's not too big, and it also shows you where the door and the hatch for the animals to come out is. Just in case you've got something that you want to tuck it behind, you could try and tuck it behind a chest and things like that. I'm going to put mine not right at the top here, but just bring it down to here. And I think that would be just nice. And then we just click and pop it down there, and it marks off the space where it's going. And that's it. Our coop is being built. Let's pop back to the farm and take a look at it. And there it is, all ready for us to wait for Robin to come and build it. There's nothing more we can do now until she's here building. So let's pop back tomorrow and see what happens. And just typically it's a rainy day, but that doesn't seem to bother Robin. She's here and she's working away. Weirdly enough, she'll be here all night. And here we are. It's coming along. It's got a floor now. At least it's not raining for her today though. And here we are. It is another rainy day, but on the 3rd day from the coop being ordered, it's built. So let's go take a look at our lovely coop. It has got this purely decorative outdoor section. I've never seen a chicken in here. I don't think I ever will. You've got the main door on the front and another little hatch here. You come over to the hatch and you can open this up to let your chickens out if you want, or you can keep it shut to keep them in. But let's go inside and have a look. And here is the little chicken coop. Much bigger on the inside, isn't it? You've got a little bench here where you can put hay, and a little dispenser here where if you've got a silo, you will get hay automatically fed to you to put on the bench. If it's raining, you need to feed your chickens hay if you don't let them outside, and they won't go outside if it is raining. But on a nice sunny day, they'll go outside and they don't need the hay inside. But yeah, but where's the chickens? So that's the next step of being a chicken farmer, is you need chickens. So let's get some chickens, shall we? Right then, it's a lovely sunny day, and more importantly, it's Wednesday, because we need to go visit Marnie, who will sell us a chicken. And the important thing about it being Wednesday is that Marnie isn't open on Mondays and Tuesdays, so we've had to wait. So let's head down to Marnie's ranch, which can be found in the forest. Here we go. This takes us over to Marnie, who lives here. Now you can come to Marnie's house even if the shop's closed, but sometimes she just won't be here. But that's Mondays and Tuesdays for you. So let's have a chat about the shop stuff. Firstly, I'm just going to show you quickly, you can buy hay here. So if during the winter you haven't collected enough of your own, you can buy some, but it's not cheap. Also, you might want to buy a heater when it comes to the winter. That'll keep your animals happier. But what we're here to do is purchase an animal. So let's pop in here. You can see that there are various other animals available. We can't see what they are, but we can see what we need to do to unlock them. But we've just got a coop, and we're going to buy a chicken. In fact, we're going to buy 2 chickens. So we select the chicken, and now we have to select the coop. We've only got 1 coop, but if we had more than 1, then we could move around just like when placing the coop to pick the correct one. And chickens come in 2 colours at the start of the game. You've got white chickens and brown chickens. This is a white chicken, as it says at the top, and we have to pick a name. We can use the little die, get a random name, but I've already decided that this chicken is going to be called Clucky. I think it's important to name your chickens chickeny names. There we go, and let's do it again and see what we get this time. And this is a brown chicken, and that I think is pretty much random, and we'll call this chicken Henny. Right, here we are back at the farm, and our chickens are inside the coop, so let's go see them. There they are, and they're lovely little chicks. Here's one, and we can go give them a little click to give them some attention, and that's important every day because then they'll like you more. And if we hop into the menu now, we can see the animals tab, we can see our 2 chickens, whether we've petted them and how much they like us. The more they like us, the better the eggs that we're going to get from those chickens. So that's what's important. And we can click on them again. If we go to them, we can see their name, see how old they are, see the hearts, and just a little bit about them. And this is where you can move them to a different building, or you can sell your chickens here as well. But probably not necessary right away. So let's let them out. They're going to want to come and have a nibble on some of this grass. They're going to come out here, and you're not going to be able to see them very well because there's so much grass. But they are here. You can just try and watch them wiggling through the grass. So that's all there is to having chickens. Well, there we go. Chicken crossing the path. But what if you actually want to, make some money off having your chickens? Well, you're going to have to wait until they're a little bit older. Now, while we wait, there's something else which everyone seems to do, but is not necessarily required. And that is to build a little fence around your chickens, because this is a lovely space and we'd like our chickens to stay here so we can find them rather than wandering all the way down here. Because if they don't get back to their home at night time, they get a little bit sad and we don't want that. One little tip that I do have for having animals is that fences can be placed in the grass. Animals won't eat the grass that have got fences in them, which means your grass won't actually ever run out, just in case you're worried. If you're building a fence around your chicken coop and their lovely little bit of grass, then don't forget to put some gates in. They're really important so that you can actually get in, but you will have to clear some grass so that you can put those down. And I always find it really useful to put some torches where the gates are so that I don't lose them. And you will need to close those behind you. And you can also put torches on these little fence posts in the field as well. Okay, well, if everything's gone to plan, 3 days later, looking after your chickens, you should have chickens. Well, looking after your chicks, you should have chickens. And here they are. And they've laid some lovely eggs for us too. So let's just pick those up and we can see what they're like by hovering over them. And one of them's even got a nice silver star on it. So let's let these girls out into the field so they can get some lovely grass. And now that they're big, they're much easier to spot. We can click on them and see that they're grown up and still on 0 hearts, but eating the grass right in front of us. There they are. So just keep feeding them, and every day you'll be able to go and pick up some eggs from the coop. So obviously you are free to sell your eggs over here in the bin, or take them to Pierre in the shop, or give them to people. But there are other things that you can do with your eggs, and most importantly, there are other things you can do with the eggs to make some money. So let's have a quick talk about that before we finish up. Firstly, there are lots of recipes that use eggs. Namely, the fried egg is the first one that comes to mind, and one which you probably will end up making. But while that's much nicer than eating raw eggs, and probably sells for a little bit more, it's not the way to make the money. Once you get to farming level 2, you will unlock the crafting recipe for the mayonnaise machine. Now this might take you a little bit to get the materials for. It's just a little bit. It's not expensive, but early game it feels it. And what you can do is come along with one of your eggs and just pop it in the machine. And that is it working away while it bobs there, making some mayonnaise from that egg. It takes 3 hours in game, so you can get quite a few done. And if you've got a lot of chickens, you can get more of these and get through them quite quickly. And in a day you can get a few batches done. When you've got your normal eggs, the small ones, it's going to take the sale price and times it by nearly 4 times, which is great. The silver one won't get quite as much of an increase, but it's still more than you can get for that egg on its own, so it's worth doing. And when we get a little bit more friendly with our chickens and they're much happier, then they're going to start laying large eggs and they will make even better mayonnaise for you. So just keep making the mayonnaise. Yeah, and that's the best way to make money out of your chickens. I think we're done with becoming a chicken farmer. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment if there's anything else you want to know. And a like if you did like it, because that really helps. And I'll see you for the next one. Bye.